This is Automated Thought.
So hey, real quick, I wanted to share this little comic with you that I saw on Twitter. As you can see in this comic, there's a woman walking along minding her own business, and then she notices this book on the ground just laying there, like someone lost it. But she picks it up and starts reading it, and the knowledge within the book is so overwhelming that it changes her life, and she ends up turning into a completely different person by the end of the comic. The weird thing about this comic is that people seem to interpret it in different ways. Some people think that the message of the comic is that education is bad because it ruins women. It turns them from hot party girls into like smart chicks who are probably lesbians or something. That was the opinion that I first saw. This person who tweeted it, someone named Bokoria at houseoffreya.com, their response to this comic was,
Imagine carrying a child for 9 months and give birth and take care of them for years, for them to grow up to be the person who created this?
Obviously, that's how they interpret the comic, that education ruins women. And I admit, it's kind of ambiguous, but if I really had to come down on one side or the other, I think it's meant to be taken the opposite way. I think it's supposed to say that education is good for women because, okay, her first form, the super Bimbo, I don't think that's supposed to be a complimentary or positive image. I mean, almost, like, the image right next to her, like, that's an attractive woman. But the one on the far left, bitch thinks she look good, but she kind of ratchet. Those tits are just a little too big and a little too fake looking, and those platform shoes are just a little too tall. I don't think the artist is presenting that picture as a feminine ideal, something to aspire to. As for the image on the right, sure, she's not as overtly glamorous as the one on the left, but she's pretty cute. She's got the leggings and the boots and the punky hair. There's nothing wrong with that. Heck, in real life, she'd probably look a lot like this. Everyone likes Ray. If I had to guess, I'd say that this cartoon was drawn by a woman as a message to other women, saying, hey, don't be the ratchet bitch with the huge fake tits. Be the cool punk girl who knows how to read books. But in the end, I can't say that with 100% certainty. If I could show it to those old anti-feminist guys on that one website, they would probably feel some sort of visceral, emotional hatred to the image of the girl on the far right. They would hate her, because she's a fucking liberal who's probably had abortions, and she thinks she's a hero.
Fuck her.
I don't know. It's hard to say. This comic is kind of like a Rorschach test. What do you think about it, huh?
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.